Mystic ancient secrets can all be answered when you ask the mystic Access Guru. That is I, the great exalted one. I have come across 3 astral projections through the god plane in the hero metamorphosis to give you the knowledge you deserve.
Hey guys, hey Ender, hey Real Cygnus. How are you guys doing? We have I need to open another window here. Hold on. Just listening to the Banana Splits singing I'm gonna find a cave. It's one of my favorite rock bands. You know who the Banana Splits are, right? These guys.
In you, and lots of goodies there. If I want, I can pull you by your hair.
If you want, I can pull you by your hair. Hey, Westside. That's the next reaction video you do with Nah should be this one. Banana Splits. I'm gonna find a cave. Just confuse the shit out of her. Anyway, we've got in an hour we're gonna be looking at Mikey, and this one is 36 minutes long, so that should be about an hour.
My name is Steven Alonzo, and I'm a flat Earth scientist.
No, you're not.
I'm pushing the boundaries of where modern science has failed. I'm going where no one else before me has gone.
So you're pushing the boundaries where science has failed. You mean you're using fallacious fucking physics that don't work in any reality and lying about shit? Is that what you're doing? Running a fake university as a tax dodge down in fucking... Where is he from? Fucking Cabo or some shit?
Dr. Steven Alonzo here of the Flat Earth University, and it's been a while since we last talked. I've been up to a lot of stuff in my personal life lately, so I'll give you guys an update on that. But I was recently inspired to make a video after watching the modern day debate. It was Iron Horse versus William, and it made me think, the major reason that people believe in the globe is that they have no understanding of the flat earth model at all.
There is no flat earth model at all.
And we'll see that as we go through about 9 of his points in his introduction. He's confused about how, like, direction of light works, how south...
He's confused? Okay.
Celestial poles work, the stars and constellations. He accurately describes how the globe works, which is fine in the theoretical model.
Oh, keep in mind, this guy has admitted to lying about his credentials that he lists in his book, this book here.
You should, as a flat earther, also know how the globe works. But for flat earth, he had no real answer. He said, I don't know, and that's a problem. For us as flat earthers, we need to understand the flat earth model, which you should. But
what model?
Then also the globe.
Again, show us the model.
On the contrary, it seems that globers have no idea how the flat earth model works at all. So we're going to be going into that. In my own life, I've been continuing with the Flat Earth Fitness muscle building program. You've probably seen plenty of my live streams like 6 months to a year ago, way back when the final experiment was happening. You'll see me like doing
to quote Tyler Durden, is that what a real man looks like?
Push-ups and stuff. So I've been continuing with that, and the muscle growth is noticeable now, and I'm quite proud of the frame that I built. So in the next few months, I'll be working on losing body fat to get that ripped, shredded look. Now, 5 years ago, I did that before. So this wait, I percent
No
you're
one
going to
gives
end
a
the war.
shit.
That's what I'm saying. I think it will.
No one gives a shit about you, about your fucking bodybuilding. So now he's a bodybuilding consultant. I guess he ran out of people to grift on the flat Earth.
Now, the Glyphs on Ice book is still in progress. I had a lot of people emailing me about this. This originally started last year when we did the final experiment and found out
When we did the final experiment, you didn't do the final experiment. You weren't a part of it. Okay? You weren't.
that the flat Earth model
You were as much a part of it as I was a part of it, and I wasn't a part of it.
does absolutely predict a 24-hour sun. This book
No, it doesn't.
I put on pause for a little while for a few reasons. One of the major reasons was my girlfriend. She's an American, and as you know, I live in Belize. She was going back home to
Oh, Belize. I'm sorry, Belize.
her family now, and she's not going to be back for over a year. So for those last times that I had with her, my free time was dedicated to her over other aspects of my life. For example, I wanted to be cuddled up next to her on my Gleason blanket, link in the description if you're interested, and just enjoy life. So the book now, I realistically think 2 months, maybe 3.
Oh, so you had a Gleason blanket before you were a flat earther?
Many of you
Okay.
pre-ordered that. You're still going to get
God, this guy. You talk about grifters. This guy is about the fucking griftiest. I mean, he can't speak a sentence without advertising something he sells or something he's grifting on.
it sent out at the cost you pre-ordered. You're going to save money, and then I can't wait to start selling this to other people. It goes into not only the final experiment, but the math and science behind why every flat Earth model requires and predicts a 24-hour sun at a certain point in Antarctica at a certain season, and why there's no reason to deny that.
What do you mean? Why there's no reason to? Yeah, there's all the reason to deny that, because your flat Earth model uses impossible physics that can't work in reality. So he's grifting off of Will Duffy, is what he's doing.
Now, you might also notice I have another book behind me. This is The Creation of Earth by Dr. Jessica Wood. She runs a very popular Facebook channel with 80,000.
Isn't that what fucking what's his fuck was hawking? Scum? Isn't that what he was hawking the other day?
Followers, and I purchased her book, and it's absolutely phenomenal. I think everyone should have a good understanding
Yep, gullible. I got into the wrong scam, man. Gullible people have deep pockets.
of the biblical cosmology version of flat Earth. And very basic example is a lot of people are still arguing with me about the location of the celestial objects. Is it above? Is it below? No, it's on. We've established this a long time ago. The science and math tells us that all celestial bodies are physically on the firmament, not
No, they don't. You're a fucking liar.
above, not below. This is how dome refraction works. You can't have an accurate flat Earth model if you have the celestial bodies below. You could have them above, for sure, but you can't.
Oh, so science has proved that celestial bodies that have been measured at millions of light years away are above the firmament, not below it. Okay, a firmament that you can't prove, that no one's ever seen. Hey, biggest doggus. This guy's about a fucking lying sack of shit, isn't he?
Can't have it below. The key concept is that light has to shine through the firmament to get what's called dome refraction.
A dome refraction. Okay.
This is how we get a 24-hour sun. It's how we get south celestial poles that rotate in opposite directions from the north. This is extremely important to understand. Now, the Bible and its depiction of our universe matches what the real science and math tells us, what flat Earth science tells us, not what globe pseudoscience tells us. But if there is a
So, yeah. So a book that was written 2,000 years ago tells us more accurately what our Earth is and what space is than modern day science. That's the scam he's trying to push.
A religious book that is telling you exactly how the Earth is, and it matches with all the flat Earth science. You should understand this. So I don't really like how people still argue with me saying that the sun is below the firmament. That's not valid from a scientific point, and it's not valid from a biblical point.
Well,
Now,
he
he
does have a point. It's not valid from a scientific point. He does have a point there.
Into the modern day debate that's going on right now, because he brings up a lot of points, and you'll see that from his introduction, he doesn't understand anything.
So it's this guy, Free Will, against Iron Horse, Flat Earth Aussie. So Will's an engineer. Flat Earth Aussie isn't. He's got a degree in engineering and physics, degree specialization in spacecraft systems. So and Iron Horse doesn't have any of these things. We should review that.
About flat Earth. He knows a lot about the globe, but that's like being an expert in theoretical physics and trying to argue with someone who's doing applied physics. Just as a very basic example, if you don't understand it, you can't really contribute to the discussion, and you don't have enough knowledge to be participating in that. So let's go to the video.
And spacecraft design. And today, I want to take the opportunity to describe and explore the differences between the two models, the globe model and the flat model, and what they predict and how that compares to what we see in reality. So let's get started. So
that was yesterday.
First evidence that was gathered about this was from Eratosthenes over 2,000 years ago. Essentially, we know that if the Earth was flat, that there would be a asymptotic trend of shadow angles over the latitude of the planet. And if the Earth was spherical, there would be a linear trend of shadows across the latitude of the planet. And
right, I've proven that 4 different ways.
Turns out, after measuring it, we do have the linear trend of shadows across the surface of the planet. We see on a flat Earth, you would never see a 90-degree shadow, and on globes, we see 90-degree shadows near the poles all the time, and even not at the poles, you see 90-degree shadows at sunset every day. So we know that would only be relative to a globe Earth. So that wins.
Now, he's wrong about that. Let's go back.
No, he's absolutely correct about that.
So you can see the shadows. The globe angles actually match the flat Earth angles.
No, they don't. See, these are the flat Earth angles, and these are the globe angles. See, if this is 10 degrees, this would be 80. This would be an 80-degree shadow, right? If each one of these is put at 10 degrees, see, 10, 20, 30, 40. Well, that's not really. Didn't have all of them there, but yeah, whatever this latitude is, that's the angle this is at. See, this doesn't work. See, this doesn't work. These angles, based on the distance from the North Pole, won't match reality.
And something important to understand.
And this
is why you have to.
And this is horse shit. Okay, these little domes everywhere. This is horse shit. Because if I could see a reflection in the dome here or here, then I should be able to turn the fuck around and see it in the fucking sky, asshole.
Know that light shines through the firmament. If you have a flat Earth model like what he showed, where the sun is under the dome as like a physical thing going in a circle, the prediction he showed is right, but that's...
It doesn't matter how high or how low this thing is, dipshit. It will still give felonious fucking results. Won't match reality.
Clearly false. And if it was that easy to falsify flat Earth, no one would believe in it. So
No, people believe in it because they're gullible pieces of shit who have been brainwashed and indoctrinated by other gullible pieces of shit like you. That's why people believe it, because they have a distrust in authority. They hate science because they're dumb. They don't understand it because they didn't apply themselves and learn critical thinking skills. So they hate science and they turn to religion because it gives them comfort because, they're gullible. And yeah, and people like you come along and grift on it and push the lie. That's why people believe in it, dumb fuck. Has absolutely nothing to do with proof.
this is from the Firmament Tracker's Flat Earth app, the hat I'm wearing, but it's a
Hey, Stanley Tools. Hey, Orion Cooper. Anybody else come in? Nope.
multi-observer. It's actually the only multi-observer astronomical
Why the fuck do you need a multi-observer fucking app, dude? Why? Why? What is the fucking purpose of it? When you can just type in where you are and see it. Why the fuck do you have multi-point fucking... This makes absolutely no fucking sense at all in any reality. See, and if you have to fucking create personal domes for each person and work up fucking math that doesn't work in reality and fucking say, oh, I can see it reflected in the dome here. That's why there's a 24-hour sun. But yet these people can't see it that are closer. Remember, when there's a 24-hour sun here, there's dark here for 24 hours. So you're saying that the sun, no matter how far away it is from here, can be seen out here? Does that make any fucking sense to you, buddy?
model that exists.
I tell you what, take a look at the sun, right? Or yeah, see something in the sky, right? Now turn around and catch a reflection of it in the mirror. Do you think if you turn back around you'd see the thing? Yeah, because that's how fucking reflections work, asshole. You can't see something reflected to you unless you can see it when you turn around. So this is why your fucking reflection dome bullshit doesn't fucking work.
Globe models just can't do this. I don't know whether it's because Globe programmers just aren't as smart as me, or if you actually
Aren't as smart as me. You're not smart. You're not smart. You're crooked. You're crooked. You're a grifter. You're a con man. And you're probably living in Belize because you got into some financial trouble in fucking Canada.
physically can't develop it because the globe just doesn't
Or I got tired of paying the taxes in Canada.
exist. The best you can have for a globe model is a single observer at a time, like Stellarium in first person.
No, that's an infinite number of observers at the same time. See, anybody at the same time can go on Stellarium and see what it looks like from where they are. See, that's how Stellarium works. You're a liar.
But this is third person and first, so you can get a really good understanding of how the world works. But as you see the sun, it is physically up there on the firmament, and as you see observers, it rotates around. So you can face away from that object and still have it visible.
How? You can't, though. You need to prove your dome, dipshit. You need to prove that there's a dome, a firmament dome over us first. See, that would be the fundamentals before you get into the more complex theory. So you need to prove your fundamentals, that there is a dome, that the sun is close. Have you measured how far the sun is away? Have you done that? Have you provided proof for a dome? No. then everything you say about a dome can be discounted as fallacy.
This is not only important for the 24-hour sun, but also important for understanding those angles that he was talking about. Stuff like the equinox. Intuitively, it might not make sense how you can have a bunch of right angles, but when you understand that the light is refracting through a medium, it begins to make perfect sense.
No, it doesn't. See, you have to use math that doesn't work. You have to lie about the figures. You have to create physics that don't work in real life. That's what you have to do. See, how can the sun traveling in this path, in a circular path, give you a straight line? That's the question. And this doesn't happen when it's way the fuck over here. This is happening when it happens when it's directly over fucking head. Now, how does your dome refraction work when you can actually see it above you? How does that work, dumb fuck?
So this is why it's so critical to understand that all celestial objects are physically on the firmament shining through. Let's go back.
Across the surface of the planet.
So he just lies. Who was that? Al Franken wrote a book when he was still in politics, or before he got into politics, I'm not sure. The lies and the lying liars who tell them, or something like that.
And flat observation. And what do we see every day? We do see stars going in a straight line across your head. A circle of stars going around a pole on the north side of yourself, and stars going in a circle on the south.
So again, the same issue here. He gives us a flat Earth model that is clearly false, and we know it's false.
Yes, flat Earth model is false.
Because we have people who live in New Zealand, Australia, who are flat earthers, and that's not the observations that they see at night.
Right, because they see a globe observation. They see an observation on a globe. That's what they see, dipshit. They don't see a flat Earth observation.
Know that what he's showing for the globe is actually what happens on flat Earth. It's important to understand that.
So you just say, "Oh, fuck your reality. I hate your reality. I'm gonna replace it with my own reality, where what I think the world is actually works, but it doesn't, though."
Flat Earth model does have south celestial poles.
Hey, Stanley, did I say hello to you? I thought I did. I don't know.
This is nothing to be confusing about. It all has to go back to that dome refraction.
No, you have to prove there's a dome to be refracted. That's how shit works, man. That's how it works.
You have the opposite rotation in the north and the south, just like what he's showing for the globe. And we know this. Like, you can test this yourself. Like, people in Chile and New Zealand who are flat earthers look into the sky every night.
Right, and they see something that can't possibly happen on a flat Earth, ever.
So it's very important to understand and use a correct flat Earth model. So that's why, like, this photo right here is from the Firmament Tracker's flat Earth model. It is accurate, and it's how the world really works in real life.
So then how is the Earth measured as spherical? How does that work? How does WGS 84 or 86 or whatever it is, how does that work? Where they've actually measured the Earth as spherical. How does Eratosthenes work? How does that work? Did he getting a reflected shadow? Is that what happens? You can actually see the sun. How does that work? How did Al-Biruni work? How does that work? When you don't even worry about the sun, you're just looking at. Well, you actually are looking at. You could be looking at the sun, but How does that work? How does a horizon dropping below your eye level work that matches a sphere? How does that work?
South pole side of yourself if you're standing on the equator. And that differs from predict there'd probably be other planets orbiting the star, and we would be able to observe those other planets from our perspective. And we would see specific movements from our perspective that are very identifiable, especially one called retrograde motion. This would be very clear. This is a direct prediction based on orbital mechanics. And what would a flat earther say about movement of
Yeah, how do retrograde movements work on a flat Earth?
planets across the sky? They would say, I don't know what planets are, I don't know why they're moving, I don't know how they're moving, and I can't really predict where they're going to go either.
So the same issue as before. Now I didn't make a slide.
Oh, same issues before. So if all the stars are in the firmament, how can they go like this? How can they go do that? How does that work?
For this, I forgot that this was in his presentation, but planets do exist. They are spherical. The celestial objects above us have no relation to the floor. If you
Oh, they can't look up to see down? Is that fucking cop out? What a fucking clown this guy is.
find a problem with planets being spherical, that would be like, why is my light bulb a sphere but my floor is flat? There's no
Huh. So, there's no relation. Then why is your entire fucking scam built on celestial observations, dipshit? Why? You're saying it doesn't matter, so your entire scam doesn't matter, right? Because your whole app is based on celestial observation of a flat Earth dome. You may call it a firmament tracker, but it's actually a sun tracker and a star tracker, right? So no, you can't tell what the floor is by looking up.
association between that. So planets exist, they are spherical, and their paths are observed. They
Thousands of fucking miles away, man. Hundreds of thousands of miles away. That's how far away they are. They aren't in any fucking firmament. You haven't proven that there's a firmament. So, if I base a thesis on levitation, right? If I say how our life has been improved so much by being able to levitate, guess what? The first thing any scientist is going to ask me, how do you levitate? Have you proven that you can levitate? And if you don't have a excuse for, if you don't have an answer for that, your entire thesis is done. Right? Your entire fucking con is over because you haven't proven the basis of your thesis, of your theory, is that you can levitate. Same way here, you haven't proven that there's a dome, so your talk of a dome is just fucking bullshit.
can be predicted. They're just all on the firmament going around. Now, why do some planets change their path? We don't know. Now, we believe they're their own.
We don't know, but we know you're wrong. That's all these fucking idiots got. Well, we don't even know what the sun is, but we know that you're wrong about everything. We don't know what stars are, but we know they're close and local and they light up pretty at night. But you're wrong about everything.
independent bodies that are set in motion. And retrograde motion is like literally what he's showing there, a planet doing its own path.
I'm surprised he hadn't said that retrograde motion is satanic.
And it can be predicted the exact same way through the exact same formula he uses. It's not
Through, you mean like the heliocentric math predicts it? You mean orbital mechanics predicts it? It doesn't work on a flat Earth, man. Orbital mechanics don't work on a flat Earth.
not a big
First off, because there's nothing to fucking orbit.
Big deal to accept that planets exist and they have their own independent paths that they sometimes take.
So, which of these models has better predictability? The globe model has better predictability.
Absolutely.
Lunar eclipses, if we were on a globe, we would predict that eventually the globe would obscure the sun that illuminates the moon, and it would project a shadow onto the moon, and that shadow would be circular every time because we're on a sphere. The penumbra and the umbra would be circular, and we could not only predict it would cast a shadow, we would predict when it would cast a shadow and where it would be observable from the Earth, down to the second. That would be true if we were on a globe. But if we're on a flat Earth, there's really no explanation of why there's any kind of lunar eclipse.
So again, it goes back to that same thing I told you from the beginning. He doesn't know anything about flat Earth. He hasn't.
Yeah, he does. He does. That's how he knows that it's impossible, physically impossible.
Explanation for how it works on the globe, and there's nothing wrong with that explanation. If the globe model is true, that is how an eclipse works. But the problem,
And that is how an eclipse works. So the globe model is true. You just completely fucked yourself with what you just now said.
back to that same thing I told you from the beginning. He doesn't know anything about flat Earth. He has an explanation for how it works on the globe, and there's nothing wrong with that explanation. If the globe model is true, that is how an eclipse works.
Right. That is how an eclipse works. So the globe model is true. And that means that the flat Earth model isn't.
But the problem is that he doesn't know anything about flat Earth, so therefore the globe must be real.
Coffee cup caustics, I love it. And then some pretty colors. And yeah, see this is so are you putting this in there to debunk the flat Earth more? Okay.
Real. It's a ridiculous and kind of scientifically ingenuous view to have. That's why I think it's important that we teach Globers how stuff actually works. Like,
He thinks it's important that flat earthers teach Globers how things actually work. Okay.
we don't need to necessarily point out that the
No, see, what you need to do is prove all this horseshit you're spewing is true. That's what you need to do. Right? Instead of say, well, I don't have to prove anything. You have the burden of proof. Because I say something and you have to prove me wrong. So you have the burden of proof to prove that there's a dome. That's how this works. You are making claims that you have absolutely no way to back up.
globe has like a Lucifer crest in their eclipse model, and how ridiculous it is. Like, it's clear that the globe's lunar eclipse is inspired by Lucifer. That's Lucifer's signal there. But we don't necessarily need to point that out.
Oh my God, he is saying it's satanic. Wow.
We can
Okay. So lunar eclipse, because lunar sounds like Lucifer, it means a lunar eclipse is satanic.
show them how it actually works on flat Earth. Now, just like on the globe, the
Wow.
ground position, which is a latitude and longitude of the sun and moon, are well known and not debated. Any flat Earth model you look at is going to show you the correct location of the sun. Most of them, though, are only from a sky view down in 2D, which is fine, but you will see that during a lunar eclipse, the sun and moon are always on opposite sides of our flat Earth. The sun, being close to the edge of the firmament, causes what's known as a coffee cup caustic effect, where the light wraps around. And
Oh, is that what happens? You know this is solid glass, right? You know this is solid fucking glass. You do know that, right?
as the moon enters into that focal point, you can see exactly what we see in real life. You look up in the sky and you can see that kind of the sun intersecting its light with the moon. That's how a lunar eclipse works on flat Earth, and it makes perfect sense. You can
No, it doesn't make perfect sense. It really doesn't.
test this yourself from a small.
See, if the moon were close, then not everyone would see the same face of the moon. See, if the moon's here, people over here see this much of it, right? But then people over here would see this much of it. They wouldn't see this part that these people over here see. See, that's how we know that your flat Earth is bullshit.
Smaller scale model. I believe that middle photo I have in the top is from Joseph Hanby, who has the dome firmaments himself that he conducts optical experiments with. And it's quite fascinating, and it makes a lot of sense.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. Hey, Mr. Jiggles.
That wouldn't really make sense in that model. And there's not really any logical reason on a timeline either. In the South Pole, you'd predict if you're on point D on the South Pole or point E, as you can see, you would be able to see the Southern Cross. It doesn't matter what side of the South Pole you're on. But if you're on the flat Earth, if you're on point D, maybe you could see the Southern Cross. But if you see it there, then it wouldn't make any sense for you to see it on point E, right? Because it's on the opposite side of the flat Earth. So what would you see there? I don't know. Nobody knows because they don't really give any more information than that.
On a flat Earth, star trails, when you look south, would just be straight lines across, or U-shaped lines the higher up you went. That's what it would look like on a flat Earth.
Well, we do know, and it's quite obvious as well. So let's go to what do we want to look at? So this is why it's important to understand the concept of dome refraction.
So why is this lit up real bright here? Why where's the sun? Where's your fucking sun? Here? So why is it lit up here? Because it shouldn't be. Right? This is the sun, right? Because everything else is pointing to it. Why would this would be 24-hour Antarctic sun. Sun. Why is this illuminated? Why is this illuminated? And how is this not illuminated? Right? How is this dark? How is this dark, dipshit?
So you see the sun up there in the top left, and you see the.
I mean, you do realize that from here to here is a lot farther away than from here to here, right? You do know that. You have this much doubled distance. Discrepancy. So the reflection is further away than the object that's being reflected. But yet you can't turn around and see the object. You can't turn around and see the sun. You can't see two suns in the sky. You're full of shit, dude.
4 observers at 4 of the South Poles facing away from each other. You can have your back to the physical object, but because it's refracting through the firmament, that point A to point B of light is visible. And
no, you can't have that. That's physically impossible. It's physically impossible. You'd see 2 shadows. You'd see the shadow of the thing that's casting the light, and then you'd see a shadow from the reflection of it casting the light. That never ever fucking happens. You're full of shit there, buddy, Steven. You're completely full of shit.
And I want to make sure that we understand one thing. Is it in Star Movement here? His picture is wrong for what the flat Earth prediction would even be, assuming you could see it. you're not going to see it at the same rotation. That's extremely important to understand.
But we see the stars rotate at 15 degrees no matter what, 15 degrees per hour, no matter what. No matter if you're looking at them facing due south or north. You always see the move at 15 degrees per hour.
So here I have...
And you could never have a south rotational star field on a flat Earth. Don't give a fuck about your domes. That's just horse shit that you heard from, I think Jaron pushed that, didn't he? When he was a flat earther, isn't he the one that pushed the personal observation dome?
Have 4 observers, and you see that black cross? If you look up really close, you'll see the 4 stars as well for the Southern Cross. But it's going to be rotated.
So where is this being reflected from, dipshit? Where is this being reflected from? Where?
Depending on what part of the firmament you're looking at. And this is even confirmed with globe models such as Stellarium.
Right, that use heliocentric math, not this horse shit. Not this. Are you fucking stupid? Are you fucking ignorant? Stellarium doesn't use your fucking math. It uses globe Earth math, dumb fuck.
You will have an observer in Chile, for example, seeing the Southern Cross on their left side. That's what that circle is there. Whereas if you're in New Zealand at the same time, you would see the Southern Cross near the bottom right. It's
right, and that can only happen on a globe. You can't look in 3 different directions and everyone see the same fucking thing. That's impossible.
Rotated depending on what part of the firmament you're looking at. It's not going to be the exact same angle of orientation. Now again, this has to do with dome refraction. When you shine a light through a firmament, it's going to wrap around. And as you can actually see from that top right photo, it's a very good example of why the Southern Cross is visible for people in New Zealand.
Quit saying Southern Cross, you dumb fuck. It's not Southern, it's Southern. Jesus fucking Christ, man.
And Australia, they're close enough to the edge of the firmament that the refracted light going through lets them see it. And it's going to be rotating.
Yeah, but how do they see it south of them when the sun can't go that far south? How did they see that?
That makes perfect sense. This is how dome optics work.
That's how dome optics work. He says it like it's a fact. Hey, U.S. editor. I mean, this guy's a fucking crook. This guy's just fucking ripping people off. So happy to do it, man. Just advertises all this fucking bullshit merch and just takes people's money. Fucking lies to them like a fucking dog.
And again, that's why it's very important to understand that you're not looking at a physical object under the dome, because if so, then he would be right. You're looking at a celestial object shining through a dome firmament.
Again, you'd see 2 suns in the daytime, dipshit. You'd see 2 suns.
Very important to understand.
And it would never fucking be dark at night. There'd never be nighttime. It would always be daytime on a flat Earth. Always. Every fucking where.
So can you see the Southern Cross on Point D&E? The answer is absolutely. That is very consistent with naval observations. One for globe again. Flight times. These are 2 flights that I took from flightaware.com. I encourage everyone.
Oh, wait. Are planes subject to dome refraction? Are airplanes subject to that?
To go do it. Flight from Seattle to London went about 6,500 miles and took about 10 hours. And the same is true for a flight from Chile to New Zealand. It was about the same length and about the same timeline. which is
Hey, Mr. Jingles.
what you expect on a globe, because it's about the same distance and about the same time. However, on a flat model, it completely turns out on its head, because it is about 3 times the distance if you use this type of.
Why isn't he showing the video that he's reviewing? Why isn't he showing that? Maybe because he knows it doesn't fucking work?
A flat Earth map. I can't even tell you the exact time it should be, because on a flat map the geometry doesn't really make any sense. But you can clearly see it would be 3 times the length, therefore should be 3 times the time it should take to fly that distance. Is it 3?
Now this is a good one because not a lot of people. Oh, sorry, I didn't even
Yeah, it is a good one.
play that for you. Let's go right back so you can see it. He's talking about flight times. So you see what he's showing right now.
Yeah, he's showing a straight path from here to here is 3 times the distance than it is from here to here, and they're about the same. But this one, Seattle, London is 10 hours. This is 12 hours. This is 3 times the distance. So yeah, worm your way out of this. Go ahead.
Now, again, these times are well known. They're not debated. You can time it yourself and take these flights.
Yeah.
The issue is that many people haven't researched this, and many people don't have a good explanation for this.
Yeah, we do have a good explanation for this. Because the Earth isn't the Earth isn't flat, dumb fuck. This is not the Earth. This is a distorted projection of this.
The way that I explain flight times is using what's called the Lorentz ether length transformation theory. So
Oh, okay.
a lot of you guys are familiar with the ether. We
Yeah, there's no such thing as the ether.
on Flat Earth do believe there is an ether.
Well, you're dumb.
Now, it's important to understand that this ether is contained within the firmament. It's not throughout the whole universe. So if you were to go outside of our firmament, there would be no ether. Now, this is important. I'm not just making this up. It's required
Yeah, you are making this up. You're absolutely making this shit up.
for this framework to work.
So this framework that you've come up with using something that doesn't exist, you're not making it up. It's required. Jesus fucking Christ.
Because what happens is there's going to be a compression of ether. So when you're at the bottom of
A compression of ether. There's a compression of ether. So it takes the same amount of time to go 1/3 the distance. So that's a compression of ether that the planes are having to fly through. It's harder to fly through them,
the firmament, and you only have, let's
but yet their airspeed doesn't change.
say, this much room, that ether is going to be compressed. Whereas when you're at the North Pole, there's less of that compression. Now, as you travel through the ether, the Lorentz ether length transformation lets us adjust for a relative distance. You can kind of see what I'm talking about in this photo up here.
Okay.
The length of the pencil, one person sees it as 4 units, another person sees it as 5 units. This is why, if we were to go up into space and look down at Earth, if it was possible to be up on the firmament looking down on it, we would see a Gleason map. This is what the world actually looks like in real.
Then why is it all fucking distorted? If that's what it looks like in real life, why are these lines measured off in degrees of a circle? Why is that? Why? See, this guy is just so full of shit. It's amazing. It really is fucking amazing.
Life, and it's important to understand that it's not distorted at all. All distances.
Oh, so Australia is actually like this wide and compared to this tall. That's what it actually looks like. So we have fucking aerial photographs of fucking Australia, asshole, and it doesn't look like that. Are you fucking shitting me?
On flat Earth measure correctly when you account for the ether in the length transformations that happen as you travel through it.
Great. So now you have to prove that the ether is real, as well as your dome is real. So you're just coming up with this bullshit to try and fucking explain your other bullshit. I mean, serious, man. You are a fucking thief. You're a grifter. You're so fucking corrupt.
Times the time? Is it
I mean, if this was fucking real estate, this guy'd be in fucking prison. It's fraud. He's selling a book based on lies. He's taking people's money for a university that doesn't exist on credentials that he's admitted are made up. If this was fucking anything but this, he'd be in fucking prison. It's fucking fraud, and I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
a 30-hour flight from Chile to New
We have 6 minutes.
Zealand? No, it's a 12-hour flight, not even close. So another win for the globe, just stop being hurricanes. That would be true if you're on a globe. That's what it would predict. On a flat Earth, there should not be any Coriolis effect at all, because it's not rotating. However, let's say the sky's rotation around the stationary Earth does have an influence on the winds that are underneath that sky. So it does cause some wind from the sky's rotation. Then there would be a Coriolis effect. However, that Coriolis effect would be the same for the North Hemisphere and the South Hemisphere of that flat Earth. There would be no difference between the hemispheres. So the hurricanes would all spin in the same direction. Is that what we see in reality?
So he's partially correct, but it's important to understand that the firmament is what's rotating. We know that the firmament rotates at 15 degrees per hour. So over a period of 24 hours, we get that 360-degree rotation. This is well known. It shouldn't be too debated about. And even experiments that claim to have measured the globe's rotation, they're actually measuring the firmament's rotation. It can
Oh, are they? They're measuring the firmament's rotation in a sealed box? In a sealed fucking box? And measuring it in the exact same way as you would process a gyroscope? I mean, like that?
can be deceptive. Whether the sky is moving or Earth is moving, they're kind of inversely
We're going to watch Mikey. We're going to watch Mikey Smith.
connected, and it can be hard to tell the difference. But on flat Earth, it's the firmament that's rotating. Now, what he is saying, you see how there is that outer arrow? He's trying to say that you would kind of have the wind going like that, making that type of pattern, but that wouldn't actually be true because that's where the firmament touches down. There's not going to be any wind there due to the parabolic structure of the firmament. In the middle part, which is where the globe's equator is,
The parabolic what?
that is where
Listen to him fucking just making up shit.
the wind current will be going. So just like how the globe has the wind going in one direction around the equator, on flat Earth we also would. It makes no difference.
Oh, so everything that happens on a globe also happens on a flat Earth. It's just for reasons, right? Just reasons. God, this guy's a clown.
And observations like these are correct.
I mean, how fucking corrupt, how fucking putrid does your soul have to be to wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to lie to a bunch of people for money? How fucking horrible a person do you have to fucking be?
Correct, because whichever model
Just
is
sad.
true, the other one was reverse engineered from it. Globe theorists
Huh. So one was reverse engineered from the other. Let's see, which one could that be? Let's see, the AE projection, the azimuthal equidistant projection of the Earth, which is what you claim to be the flat Earth map or model. See, what is it again? A projection of what? A projection of what? Of the flat Earth? No, a projection of a globe onto a flat surface. That's what a projection is. It's mathematically projected, geometrically projected onto a flat surface. And you can have different types of projections, right? You could have square projections, star-shaped projections, round projections, oblong projections. You can have one that's a long fucking strip. So you can have a lot of different projections, but they're all projections from a globe, dumb fuck. So yes, there can only be one thing. When your thing is projected from our thing, that means your thing doesn't represent reality.
and the Luciferians and the Freemasons, they're not stupid people. They took the working flat Earth model and reversed it so that everything the globe predicts would be the exact same as what flat Earth predicts.
No, buddy. No, that's not it. That's not at all historically how it is. Historically, people sort of, I guess, thought the Earth was flat. But no, nobody, no, the Earth didn't think the Earth was a flat disc with a dome over it. That wasn't how we thought. We thought that the Earth was just what we had in front of us, so it will look flat, unless you're in the mountains. And then we measured it, dipshit, like 2,000 years ago. We measured the fuck out of it. And guess what we found, asshole? That it wasn't fucking flat. So no, flat Earth, or the globe wasn't reverse engineered by the satanic Masons, you dumb fuck. There's no such thing as a satanic Mason, you idiot. You fucking moron. So we're waiting on Mikey. Fuck that guy. Fucking dumb motherfucking con man.
This is a reminder. Change my cat's litter box.
Already dead. I need to check my mail.
Change my cat's litter box.
Supposed to be getting something today from Amazon. I ordered a label maker that prints labels on heat shrink tubing, so I can label my wires when I wire up my projects. But it hasn't come yet. I ordered it last month, like early last month. Yay! Yay! Oh, good. Oh, good. He's driving and streaming at the same time. Awesome.
And I'm too honest. You're never going to get me mad. I'm never going to lie to anybody ever.
I'm never going to lie to anybody ever. Wow. Only liars say that.
Don't do it. Why would I do that? Why would?
Because you're a liar. And what you're saying right now is a lie. Because we've caught you lying.
I want to lie to you. No, sorry.
Because you're a lonely little pathetic idiot of a man who craves attention. That's why. Because you're a sad, pathetic, small, little, small man.
If you can't handle the truth, whether it's about my personal life or the bullshit around us, whatever, go to hell, go away. They're gonna say, oh.
And you have some sort of weird fucking obsession with humiliation. You've got a humiliation kink. So you just do stupid fucking things and you enjoy triggering people. You're walking rage bait. That's what you are. That's your legacy, Mikey, as dedicating your life to being walking rage bait.
SpaghettiOs. Mikey's got some real pictures. What's with the? I've heard Mikey say about the cones. No reason to think he wouldn't say it again to the professional astronomers. That's what I've heard Mikey say about the cones. Ross, what's he saying here?
And I'm still blocked on his channel. Look at this fucking Nathan Thompson's fucking flyer. And that's him. It's him. I guess he's just playing old videos. Huh, a flat earther with the name of David Koresh is in his chat. I mean, the only difference between flat earth and like the Unification Church is these idiots aren't smart enough to know how to make Kool-Aid. Hey, biggest August.
Yeah, observatory. Yeah, we're just gonna wait over there in that corner until about 8 and then we can get started.
Yeah. I remember watching that live, man. Started lobbing fucking smoke grenades, tear gas grenades into the house.
My phone, see if we can do it for you. Okay. We're gonna head up there shortly, but I'll say the same thing for the rest. There's no washroom upstairs. We need to use the washroom, do it now.
And the one, see, they don't know anything because they haven't done any investigations on themselves. They haven't recorded the stars themselves. The one lady's like, oh, and the planets when they're spinning. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about when they're spinning. No.
Oh, this is when he went to a fucking observatory. Well, maybe if you don't know about something, Mike, you might want to fucking listen to the people who know instead of going where they work and mocking them.
Nothing's spinning other than the firmament. It's not even spinning, it's rotating.
Man, he just drank all the Kool-Aid, man.
Oh my God, this is...
And not the good kind. He's like, he drank like that fucking blue Kool-Aid that you get at a gas station that comes in like the same bottle as the fucking wiper fluid. So you can't really tell them apart. Mikey got the wiper fluid a couple times.
I got a couple of my flyers. I'll leave them here somewhere, hopefully.
That's what happened to him. That's what happened to him. He's like, man, I'm a flat earther now. I'm gonna drink the Kool-Aid. So he went to the gas station and fucking got some wiper fluid by mistake and just guzzled it away. Just rotted his brain.
Oh, go. I got bad feet. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, I got bad feet. Yeah. Okay.
You have a bad soul. Oh, by the way, Holly. Everybody know Holly? She's been direct messaging me on Discord. It's pretty funny.
Hundreds of hours of telescope.
She's also left a comment on my Discord, my my public to general page.
Time Mikey has smartphone pics. I hope we can.
I'm not gonna show it because I could get like kicked off YouTube for showing that shit during a live stream.
Use the elevator going down. That's gonna take me forever to get down. I'm okay going up, but not down. So this is the telescope up in this area. You can't see because it's too dark in here, but exchange position. Just gonna sit down here for a second.
Yeah, Mikey. See, that's a telescope. That's not a binoculars. See, notice they just don't have a pair of binoculars on a tripod letting people look through them. You notice that? That it's an actual, like, real telescope that's been focused? Isn't that weird? Who's Holly? Holly's a fucking repulsive vomit of a human.
But actually, I'm an amateur astronomer myself. Yeah. Yeah, that's the star Sirius.
She's just pissed off at everybody who doesn't believe in a flat Earth. I mean, really pissed off. I mean, like, you know how Arwen was? Arwen was like a Trappist monk compared to Holly.
They're not far. They're not millions of miles away. They're stuck in the firmament, and that is Venus. They're not round planets. And so, yeah, I'm here showing people what actual real stars look like. That's the star Sirius 2. I've recorded that through my binoculars.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. The stars are only about 80 miles away, stuck in the firmament. Yeah, these telescopes don't show much. And, yeah, it's a lot of cartoons. All these are just computer generated, these things right here. This is just...
You mean the shit that you can look through that telescope and see with your eyes? Mikey?
Computer generated. That's not a real picture of a planet whatsoever. Close. No, I'm not even close. I know what they look like. They're just lights in the sky.
I mean, what kind of creep? What kind of fucking disgusting fucking troll does this?
This, yeah, Neptune is not blue. None of these show up in my. I'm not sure what that's about, but.
So you suck. Therefore, reality isn't true.
Where's this is kind of interesting. This is a cartoon here too. Oh, that's a star chart. And when we look at Sky News here, let's look at Sky News, guys.
Someone was having a discussion somewhere. I can't remember what it was, but it made me think of it. Mikey made me think of it because you got to have fucking balls of steel to do this. You've got to be bold as fuck. But the discussion that they were having was about like intelligent design, right? And I'm like, we know intelligent design doesn't exist because if you get kicked in the nuts, it hurts really bad. Intelligent design would be designing designing it so that they swing a lot lower. It's a lot more flexible, and you'd be able to use them like nunchucks.
So you're sort of gonna have to dodge between the feet for a minute or two.
That's why I know there's no God, because an intelligent God would design our nutsack to be used like nunchucks. Pain free.
So here this year, guys.
Gonna take a little break.
They got it in the Sky News. That's computer generated there too. Sorry guys, it's really dark in here, but we'll get through these pictures. Oh, this is not good at all. See here, guys? All this garbage here.
Okay, so you were trying to.
I mean, those images that were captured with a camera looking through a telescope. I mean, those the in focus things.
Yeah, I see you guys. Oops.
Easy on the stuff.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't realize there was that latch there. Oh yeah. What else? This guy. Can I ask a question about the stars?
Yeah.
Why is there no depth?
Why is there no depth?
Yeah, there's no depth to the stars.
I'm not sure what you mean.
They're all stuck in the firmament. I've recorded and documented the firmament on my YouTube channel, and there's no depth to the stars. The stars never move. They're all locked in position.
Well, they do move. They just move really, really slowly.
Yeah, because the firmament's rotating above us.
Well, we're rotating. The Earth's rotating. So
No, we're not moving. We don't feel like we're moving. We're not moving at all.
God, what an asshole. Hey, Moxie.
You don't feel constant speed. You only feel acceleration.
No, so Polaris, the North Star, has never moved ever.
Yes, it has.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, it has.
No.
Because the ancient Egyptians, 8,000 years ago, built the pyramids facing towards Stuban, which was the North Star back then.
How would you prove that? You weren't born 8,000 years ago.
Sir, I think if you don't mind, could you just let the rest of us enjoy the evening?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. But I got some real pictures of stars here and Venus.
That, but I think the rest of us should just
The planets are not balls of gas.
No, and that's totally okay.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed for him too.
Well, it's not okay because you're lying to the public.
This conversation for you.
But you're lying to the public.
Oh well, I don't represent anyone, so this is
Wow.
free will. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no depth to the stars.
Please, now. You're ruining it for all the rest of us. Leave.
What the fuck is wrong with him, man? What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
So Saturn.
So Saturn is the sixth planet from the sun.
It's not a planet, it's a light.
It orbits
Excuse me,
at
sir,
about
but,
2.5 billion kilometers from the sun.
Not even close.
It's about 29.5
The
years.
sun's only about 80 miles away, folks. Wow, they don't want to hear anything. They're all brainwashed. Absolutely pathetic. Here, guys, look at this. You see all these? You want to see a demonstration of density? Watch this.
What a fucking asshole. Now you're just gonna litter.
Now my flyers and pictures are in the Science Center. You see that piece of shit globe there?
What a sad, pathetic little man.
Here. And what's happening, guys? We've got, I'm going to play a couple more videos here. We've got a few people in the chat. Welcome, welcome. We've got quite a messy background there. Why am I so close this time?
Oh, I was watching Flatzoid, and he was crying about some shit about people not believing the same religious bullshit he believes. And he went on SSUM's channel to talk to LJ, JLLJ, the fucking anti-Semitic piece of shit that we'd been telling him for like months that he's anti-Semitic and he's just a fucking bad human and fucking Flatzoid finally caught on, right? But Flatzoid, first things out of his mouth is, "You're a piece of shit," to LJ or JL or whatever his name is. That's first thing out of his mouth. And he complained because when Orion Cooper came on, he insulted somebody. And they were so shocked about that. But yeah, Flatzoid, first thing out of his mouth on that stream was cussing the guy out. Just thought it was funny.
We've got the binocular set up there. And Conspiracy Music Studio.
So every accusation is a confession with Flatzoid. Everything that he whines and cries about, he's done first.
And bum 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 bum. We've got yes, Flat Earth Reconnaissance is there. I guess I can go on to my demo. Well, I want to do a demonstration later. Why am I so close? My head looks like it's the size of the Earth. The fake globe Earth, of course. Why am I so close? Just let me get with one of my videos here, and we'll get Flat Earth Reconnaissance come in a bit. I do want to show a model of the Earth and how the supposed globies do not understand how the star trails work when there's a time-lapse video made of them. And we're going to have a demonstration of that, and maybe some of the morons of the globies might come on with their model, like actually hold the model of their globe and show me how their star trails work on their model, because you can't
We fucking have, Mike. We have.
Prove it. So good luck. But anyways, let's get with this. And what am I doing here?
It's like we show them everything they've asked for, but they keep asking for more. just so they can deny it. It's an amazing phenomenon.
I want to show.
I mean, they want to think that they're skeptics, but they're not skeptical. A skeptic's mind can be changed. They're cynics. A cynic will never change their mind. They'll always find something wrong with it.
Share my screen. We're going to play a quick video here.
I mean, they're uneducated losers who found a club full of other uneducated losers, and they could just be losers together and like congratulate each other on being losers and uneducated. And they think they're special because there's fewer of them than there are of us. So they think they're special because it's like an exclusive club of fucking uneducated losers.
What is this? Oh yeah, this stuff.
And then they congratulate each other like they're fucking geniuses, and what comes out of it is Mikey. They've convinced Mikey that he's like the best fucking astrophotographer on the planet. That he's the GOAT. He's the greatest, man. His photographs just completely prove there's a firmament, because look. But, so you get Mikey goes around fucking annoys people. It's fucking sad. fills his head with this horse shit. Instead of legitimately educating himself on questions that are on things he has questions about, he watches this shit. I cut the shit out of my finger. I was fucking cutting plastic and my finger just got in the way and the blade slipped. I was cutting away from myself, but my finger was a real small part. It stings a little. Aww. A lot of it's also religious retardation is what I call it. Oh no! A circled area. Yes, being a skeptic is good. It's good to question things, but what's not good is to deny every answer given and think you know better than everyone on the planet. That's not good. Oh no! To be continued. I can't wait. The fuck did we just watch, Mikey?
We got a few videos there. That was the firmament there, guys. We've got another.
No, it wasn't, Mikey. That was the firmament, guys.
Video here I want to show.
Jesus fucking Christ. Holy shit. That was the firmament, guys.
Oops.
Jesus Christ. That was the firmament. See, I was right. Fucking moron. Holy shit.
Where?
Jesus Christ. He really is fucking gullible, isn't he?
There we go. All right, guys. I'm just setting up my little demonstration here with the globe. And once I get set up here, we will have some good fun with destroying the globe theory, which is quite easy to do. I'm just going to get this.
Then why haven't you?
Excess tape off.
Yeah, it's just so easy to destroy, but yet you haven't.
And we will hopefully get some globies in on the chat.
You know, I can say it's so easy to beat Mike Tyson in a fight. It's just so easy. I mean, it's so I've proven that I can do it. It's just easy as hell. Have I ever done it? No.
They are welcome to come in and have a educational.
He'd my skedios.
Discussion. If they understand the word educational, not bullshit and lies. May as well put one on the equator.
Let me guess. He's going to be taped sideways on the equator. I can see it. I can see it in my fucking head brain.
And remember, demonstrations always prove or disprove things, not babbling for hours a day, correct, folks? So we're going to demonstrate how the supposed star trails work on your supposed ball theory. Remember, the stars are above all of our heads, and they move in a circle pattern above your heads. We got Rossinick. Thank you very much, sir. So we will do a demonstration here quickly, and then we'll bring Flat Earth Reconnaissance in, and maybe some globies will come in, and we can keep talking about this globe deal.
Oh,
here.
he didn't. He taped them on the correct way. Amazing.
Bring up my screen here a little bigger. So, as you know, you've seen time-lapse videos of the stars doing what exactly? Making a circle, correct?
Right, a circle, because they're stationary in the sky, and we spin.
That's what they do. They do a circle.
The rotation of the Earth creates the circle.
Pattern in the sky, just like this.
If the stars were rotating above us on this thing, then if you were standing over here, you would see oval star trails, Mikey. They'd be oval. They'd only be circular when you're standing directly at the North Pole looking straight up. They'd never be circular as you walked further south.
As if you were going to spin.
And they would never spin the opposite direction when you look south. Never would. That would never happen, Mikey. As a matter of fact, you'd see horizontal streaks of light in a star trail if you look south.
A very large frisbee above your head, right? It's spinning. This is rotating, not spinning. This is rotating. Spinning is a frisbee above your head. Just doing this. That's what the stars.
Okay, at freeze. Now, what shape is that frisbee as you look at it? Is it round or is it oval? Do you see an oval or do you see it round? You see it oval because you're looking at it at an angle. Now, do you ever see oval star trails?
Stars are doing, right? Because the sun and the moon go in this direction to the northwest, and they come back from the northeast, just like this every single day. They are rotating above your heads. Okay, so which head are you going to be? Are you going to be the guy on the equator, or are you going to be the guy in North America, Northern Canada, or are you going to be the guy in Chile?
It doesn't matter. Everyone will see circular star trails because the Earth spins. That's why they're circular.
You're going to have to pick one because all these three dudes are not going to see the stars rotate above their heads.
Yes, they will. Yes, they will, Mikey. See, this guy will see him go across his head straight, east to west. And this guy will see him do like a circle around this point here. And this guy up here will see him circling around on a point up here. So, and that's completely predictable and indicative of the globe Earth, Mikey. Not with the flat Earth. See, with the flat Earth, you'd never have a circular star trail. You'd never have star trails circled or centered on the South Celestial Pole because there is no South Celestial Pole on a flat Earth.
Like we all do, right? Remember, this is your pathetic model. Okay. Remember the Earth tilts, right? I guess so. That's why the sun goes from here to here. What about the moon, morons?
The moon orbits the Earth in its own orbit.
How come the moon goes from here to here to here to here twice a month? Twice a month. Ba, 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 ba. Is the Earth doing this twice a month?
God, you're dumb as fuck, Mikey.
Going from the southern horizon to the northern horizon, southern horizon, southern horizon. Da-da-da-da-da. We're a big, jolly, happy ball, boop-a-doop-a-doo. Hold on, I gotta check my messages here.
God, what an idiot. What a complete fucking idiot.
Yes, I know he gave me money. That's why it's up on the freaking screen. Anyways, pick your poison here, folks. Remember, we're going to pretend we're this guy here on the equator. Now show me how the stars are going to circle above his head.
They don't. They move across east to west, Mikey, and they rotate. They veer off to rotate in opposite directions at the north and south. That's how the stars work, Mikey. They don't circle around this way, dumb fuck. That's not what we see in reality.
Okay, remember the stars are out this way, supposedly, towards you.
No, they're all around, Mikey. They're all around.
Now the stars are going to circle around his head like this.
No, they won't, Mikey. That's not what we see at the equator. It's not what you see at the equator. Here, we can find a picture. Star trails. See, when you look north or south, you see this. But going in opposite directions, clockwise and counterclockwise. When you see it from the equator, see if I can find one. Ah, come on. I gotta pee again. I can hold it for a minute. Good grief. Not one. Star trails at the equator. Yeah, see, at the equator, they go straight overhead. North, they rotate counterclockwise. South, they rotate clockwise. See, this is what a person sees at the equator, dipshit. They don't rotate over his head, you stupid fucking moron.
Yes, correct? Because that's what they do. You see
fucking
this
idiot.
with your own two eyes. Why are the stars circling around this guy's head when the Earth rotates like this? The stars should be doing this through the sky. As you see, here comes Jupiter. Oh, there comes Mars. Oh, here comes Orion's belt. Oh, there comes the Big Dipper. Oh. Remember, the Earth is rotating, right, guys? Okay, now let's move to this guy. How are the stars going to rotate above this guy's head? Like this? Just like this, right? Because it goes in a circle pattern in the night sky. We see the stars doing this every single night. The moon and the sun and all the constellations move like this in the night sky. Correct? Or maybe is it the Earth doing this? Is it going like this? Is it wobbling? Does it have a wobbling effect? Or hold on, maybe it's this guy. We got to put the stars above his head, remember? So maybe it's like this. Maybe the Earth does this. Because remember, it's a circle pattern. Or maybe it's like this. Maybe the Earth wobbles like this. I don't know. Here we are down in Chile. South is not down, by the way, folks. Hello. What about down north? Can you not go down north? What about up south? Okay. Now, where are the stars? The stars over here now, they're going to rotate above this guy's head, right? Because the Earth is...
God damn, what a dumb motherfucker. No, they only rotate perfectly around your head, centered on your zenith when you're at the north or south pole, idiot. They don't go over your head like this everywhere on the fucking planet, you fucking tool. Oh my God, what a fucking idiot. Holy shit, he's dumb.
Spinning, right? It's spinning, according to them. Like this, correct? The Earth is actually, it's east to west. So it's like this. So I'm not sure how the stars are going to make a circle pattern above any of these guys' heads on this rotating piece of dog manure.
I don't know, take some lights, put them on your ceiling, and then spin in a circle. What do you see, Mikey? Take a camera, right? Sit and rotate and spin. And look at it from any fucking direction, Mikey. Any direction, you're going to see them make a circular star trail centered on where you are. the same thing in fucking reality, asshole. God damn, you're dumb, dude. You are dumb as dog shit, Mikey.
Okay. So again, this is your model, Globy.
I mean, he can't grasp. Yeah, Mikey, your complete incompetence to grasp simple ideas surprises me every time. Exactly. He can't understand it. He's not smart enough.
Please explain this model to me, please. How the stars rotate.
You should have fucking learned this shit in grade school, asshole. Why the fuck are you asking strangers on the internet to explain shit that you should have learned as a child?
Rotate around this, guys.
You know, I could dismiss it if you're like asking how to rebuild a fucking 57 Chevy engine. Yeah, I could understand that, but this is shit you should already fucking know, Mikey. You should already know that the stars don't rotate above this guy's fucking head. You should already know this shit, Mikey.
His head and this guy's head and this guy's head all in the same direction. Good luck. Moving on. We will get Sam, Big Bad Sam, to come in.
He's just dumb as dog shit, and he's just so condescending, right? That's what pisses me off about it. He's just so condescending. Like, you're so stupid. You can't even explain why stars go around a guy at the equator's head. What a fucking clown. Just the most punchable head on the internet.
In the stream, hopefully we'll get some globies. They can come and show us their working model, not just jibber jabber, and open up their stupid.
Right. Stellarium is our working model. Stellarium. Open it up on your phone, dipshit. See how it matches reality.
Stupid pie holes, but we will get them to come in and they will hold up their globe and show us how their globe works, okay, with the rotating stars above our heads. Remember, the stars are moving, not us. Globies cannot provide any proof of this whatsoever. Zero. Goose egg. Nil. Niet. All right.
But yet we have. We have, Mikey. You just deny that we have.
A lot of shit going on the go here. So we've got some exciting news. I'm not sure if we're going to talk about it at all, but we will eventually be talking about the fantastic news that other people are doing along with what I'm doing. Recording the stars in the firmament. And
what happened to your lawsuit, Mikey?
We've got a new addition to the family coming soon, hopefully sooner than later. I might do a little video demonstration with some push pins, put them in the ceiling, make the Big Dipper, maybe Orion's belt in the ceiling, show you how perspective works and how the firmament turns. Why not? I got a ceiling above my head. It's the same one that's outside. Let's move a mosey on. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, maybe we can get some globies to come in. Instead of, hey, globies, here's a tip. You can't do this during this live stream. You're going to have to grab a model of your globe. Show me how the stars work. As if it is at all possible, all right? I wish you luck. And the new addition to the...
God, I want to see his thing go to court. I want to see his lawsuit go to court and watch like the cross-examination and shit. I want to see that.
Family is going to be fantastic. I
mean, his case will never make it to court, but I'd really like to see it happen.
Punch right through that firmament, and we're going to send a nice notification to the creator, because I'm going to record Polaris, hopefully eventually, like you've never seen before. I've already got it somewhat clear, and I can't wait, guys. Firmament pictures are coming your way more and more every day. And I'm wondering what Sam's doing. We're waiting for Sam. I guess that's ready when you are, but I am still, there he is. I'm like, hello, time's a ticking. Alrighty.
Hey, what's going on there?
Yeah.
Did he say Mike's a chicken?
What's up, Mikey?
Are you in your hotel room all relaxing now?
Yes, finally.
Yeah,
finally.
Beautiful. Yeah, so we're just, I don't know, I'm just kind of chit-chatting about the star trails and basically whatever else anything else that comes.
I have a hearing impediment.
Up, I guess it's fine. And yeah, all good.
Sounds good.
Just waiting for those globies to show their proof of the globe or the star trails. I don't know. We've got some.
Yeah, we've never shown any proof of anything.
What do we got here? We got Geeky D. Good to see you there, Milfan. T the FG. Dan. Yeah, some people just don't pay attention to the stream too much, but anyways, what else? We're going to show, maybe we can show a quick video.
Somebody named Whiskey here. I'm going to move this down. Move this over.
What do we got here? Share screen. Oh, what's this? Hold on.
Let's see how long they last.
Oh, what is this now? Okay, we got somebody. We got somebody to chit chat with there, Sam.
Oh, here's what.
Oh, it's you two.
What's happening?
I just thought I'd drop in and say hello.
And what are we talking about?
I don't know. I've just been live. I'm trying to make the stream. I've made you too big on my page now. I've just got Mikey's face. Hold on a second.
Hope it's a good picture.
Flat Earth Reconnaissance. You're here. Does anyone want to say hello to me?
Hello.
What's happening?
Okay.
What are we talking about? You seem disturbed.
I'm not disturbed. I don't know what you're talking about. I was just live and someone said to me, Mikey Smith's live. Go and jump in his live. They've just put a link up, so I thought I would for a laugh.
Oh, we're talking about star trails.
Why have you got you've still got the map behind you there?
Yeah.
Do you not believe the final experiment? Is that you still don't believe that?
No, that's garbage.
Why'd you say that though?
Well, Sam can talk about that one. I'll let you go.
Yeah,
Sam.
I've seen I saw Sam when he was talking to Jaron and Dave McKeegan. So what's the issue? Why don't you believe him?
What did you watch the the meeting?
Yeah.
So what question do you have?
I wasn't convinced that when you said about the sun and all that going in front of the thing, and they showed you what it actually was, you just sort of laughed and ignored them.
What actually was true version, but what actually was, it was like a fake footage. This is what I see it as what it was actually. But the thing is that the sun cannot go in between you the camera and your face. I don't know. Maybe lately there's new technologies. I don't know that can make that happen.
They explained the glare, and they even showed you examples.
Yeah, but the glare can go up to here, not right in front of your face. It cannot just hide your entire face. You understand? That's not called glare anymore.
Yeah, it can. Yeah, glare can hide your whole face. It most certainly can.
Well, the fake footage.
But when they showed you it went actually behind the pole, then it was hidden, and then it wasn't in front of the face anymore.
Well, it was totally hidden. But what video? But the pole of where Maxun was?
When Jaron showed the pole, I showed an example, and when it actually went behind the pole, the glare was there, then it went behind the pole, and it completely vanished. And the same thing, Toon's face never blocked the sun, did it?
Yeah, but it never happens in reality. It never happens in real life. People, shooting, the sun, never.
Yeah, it does. MC Toon made a video, or somebody made a video showing how it works in real life, how it works like everywhere.
Had that before, like it's new. Maybe we didn't see nothing.
What's your theory then? I'm just curious because I was on a lot of the live streams when they did it, and they actually interacted with me and they interacted with other people on the live stream. So they were somewhere, and it was the sun was behind them wherever they were, and it was live. So where do you think they were?
I don't know. This I don't know, but I know fake footage when I see one. Now the thing is that in order to believe, like you say, because we more like like to understand things more than to believe them. But the thing is that to believe that a footage is fake is very simple. You can first of all double check to see if there are similar footages on the net, like of the sun going between somebody's face and the camera. And I don't know. I don't see any.
Not just that. Like but what would have made you believe it though? Like because you was just probably set, wasn't you, to not believe it no matter what they showed.
Well, there's too many.
Because you don't believe that that there is a 24-hour sun in Antarctica, do you?
No, that's the contrary. The thing is that I'm not going to that point that there might be a 24-hour sun in Antarctica, which of course there are not, because we know our model how it works, and it cannot be. But anyways, before that, you can see that there are so many anomalies, so many mistakes in that footage that I'm obliged to understand that they could not be there. I'd like to believe. I'd like to believe that when they're, that would be great. But I can't.
Really, though,
because common sense, keeps me from, reaching that conclusion. It's called common sense, basic common sense. For me, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
You say common sense, but like everything you brought up, they had an answer for, and you wasn't interested in the answer.
A wrong answer. Answers have to be right.
Not wrong answer.
Hey,
Of
Sam,
course.
he's just uncomfortable because we've recorded the firmament, so he's
No,
uncomfortable.
it's not uncomfortable. No, it's fair. It's like talking fairly. I have no problem. It's like I have no problem with him talking. The thing is that what I'm trying to ask you is that how come is it so important for you to defend, such a fake experiment in our eyes? Like what's the deal? Like how come it's so important for you?
This is why it's important to me. It's not
because it's not fake, dipshit. It's not fake. You want it to be fake. Therefore, you claim it's fake. Therefore, you have to believe it's fake because it can't be real, or your entire game is gone. Your entire fucking, your whole scam is gone. The cult is over.
But I don't need to defend anything, right? I don't give a fuck really about NASA and any of that shit. I'm not interested. I'm not a massive stars person or space person or anything like that. What I really don't like is when people don't like this argument's gone on for years and years, and I've kind of covered it and listened to it and joined in with it a little bit, but I was never that into it until I'd done the final experiment. And what happened is when they announced they were going to go to Antarctica, every flat earther came up with pre-excuses before they'd even seen what happened. It was like they definitely won't be going. This won't happen. They're going to use a sun simulator and all this other stuff. I'm thinking, why don't you just wait and see what happens and then decide whether you believe it or not? Rather
Well,
than just...
I explain you why. Because we are, as flat earthers, we have a long experience of people lying and trying to fake things, fake, space missions and fake everything. So since we...
No, you think everything's fake because people have convinced you that everything's fake.
believe, or we understand more than to believe, that the Earth is flat, and therefore they cannot be a 24-hour sun. So we know that at one point there were going to be some trickery, some fakery. We didn't know what, maybe a fake sun, maybe anything, and we saw what happened. That means that this is why we know that it cannot be proven, and this is what happened. Now the thing is that you're saying that for many years, that discussion is going on, about flat Earth, and that's true. So my question is,
so you say it can't be proven, and you proved that correct by saying I don't believe it, so it can't be proven. What kind of fucking dumbass are you?
Is that if you have evidence that we are someone somehow delusional, somehow we're wrong, so how come it keeps on going? It should have been done already.
You won't let it go. Like even if you're going to dismiss that's the truth. If you're going to dismiss the 24-hour sun in Antarctica, let's just say that was all fake, right? Let's say they faked the whole thing. There's no 24-hour sun in Antarctica. It was all bullshit. If you go anywhere in the south for any flat map, the sun would have to go the opposite way to the way it actually goes, and everyone can observe that. So what do you say to that?
I don't know what you're talking about. Like from the equator, it goes a different way.
It goes right to left. It's supposed to go left to right according to any flat map. If it's just circling Polaris, it would go left to right. It would set left to right, but it goes right to left in the south.
Yes. Okay. So what are you saying? That it is a globe because of that?
Yes.
Yeah, but in that case,
yes, that's the only explanation. It's the only explanation.
Everything else has to match that theory of a globe, not just like one thing. Because we have also one thing. There is no curvature. That's okay, 1-to-1. Both
literally
in the
middle. What do you?
Yes, the curvature's been measured, dipshit. See, whenever he's lying, he smiles. That's his tell. When he smiles, it means he's lying. You saw it as soon as he was questioned. As soon as he was called on a lie that he told, he started laughing, started smiling. Because he has to, be this personable guy. He's like, yeah, I wouldn't lie to you. I'm smiling. Look how I'm smiling while he lies to your face.
Say, when you say, do you ever watch Surveyors? There's a guy called Baron Rutledge. Are you familiar with him?
Check it out. I'm going to tell you something. The debate of flat Earth, that the Earth is flat or is a globe. We've passed that milestone long ago already. We know that the Earth is flat. And you know what? What the thing is that we as,
Right. We passed that milestone 2,500 years ago when it was measured as spherical.
Truth seekers as flat Earthers, we don't have anything to prove the way you do. Because we know the Earth is flat. We don't care about convincing you. Anyone
That's
that wants
ridiculous.
to believe...
That's such a cowardly position.
Okay, so now you're starting to curse and starting to insult. Okay, I understand. Because you cannot... it's coward, it's stupid, coward. Okay. Well, I tell you, I'm not dismissing. I'm dismissing, what's wrong, what's fake. Of course I'm going to dismiss it. Of course I'm going to fight it. You kidding me? So the thing is that, again, that we don't have anything to prove because, knowing that the Earth is flat is very easy. Anyone that really wants to know it, can find out, just the way we did. No, so we don't have nothing to prove.
Okay,
but you have to prove. We don't go to your shows. We don't. First of all, you don't have any shows talking about the globe. We don't go to your shows and to your podcast trying to prove you wrong. but you know the country. You come to
why?
Because you can't. You can't. You've tried. You saying we don't get trolls that try and prove us wrong? Is that what you're saying?
Because you can't. Yeah. That's why. The sky disagrees with the sky. Everything in the sky matches the globe, and that's really inconvenient.
Liar.
No. You cannot treat people of liars. Maybe the guy doesn't believe that. The thing is that again,
What do you mean liar?
if you
What doesn't?
if you're right,
Stellarium proves it, man. Stellarium proves that everything in the sky matches reality.
you're gonna have to convince another few hundreds of millions of people, joining flat earthers. There
Hundreds of millions of people. There aren't hundreds of millions of flat earthers, idiot. There aren't.
millions of joining flat earthers every day.
The
So
sun
very
goes right to
successful in
left in the
convincing people.
south. Everyone can see that, right?
Okay, so you know what?
You know.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong.
No,
It's
but
not wrong. Mikey, ask anyone in the south. You've kicked the wrong.
What did you cut him off? Okay, I was going to tell Whatcast that what he has to do.
What a coward! You're a coward, Mikey.
If he believes that he's got the proof that the Earth is a globe, he should make a video explaining it.
Yes.
And it should put an end to the flat Earth debate.
Exactly. All they do is talk.
Right? They did. They released time lapses of 24-hour sun in Antarctica. That's what they did. That's a video, right? But you don't believe that. You say, "Oh, it's a lot of analogies, anomalies. There's a lot of anomalies."
We can do that.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, we've done it. We've done
Do
it.
it. Well, you, Brenda, do it.
They're successful in
We've done it.
doing
No,
it.
they're horrible.
Unsuccessfully.
What do you mean? No, it is successful. We have
Oh, okay,
successful.
all right.
Brenda, you gotta show me how your star trails work on your globe. Show me right now. Show me. Show me.
She's gonna say yes, you will.
We've shown you, man. Here you go. How do star trails work? Here we go.
Star trail images are one.
Just watch any of these, man, and they'll explain to you. So yeah, they explain what star trails are and how they work. They're dipshit. So just watch a fucking video that's not a flat Earth video. You might learn something.
Works. Yeah, it works, right? Everything works.
Show me.
Yeah.
They work because the Earth.
No, show it. No.
No, she doesn't show you. She cannot.
Working model.
Because the Earth spins, stars are stationary. As we spin, they leave streaks across the sky on a time-lapse photograph or a time-lapse image or video. Because the Earth is spinning this direction, we see them go counterclockwise. We see them in the opposite direction that we're spinning. But when you look south, they go clockwise because it's the opposite direction of which we're spinning. And people standing at the equator see star trails going overhead this direction because we're spinning this direction. Therefore, they'd be just straight streaks of light. But as they look further north, those streaks become curved, wrapping around the northern and southern rotational points. That's impossible to happen on a flat Earth.
You gotta show me a working model right
The
now.
working model is the Earth spins.
Right now.
The working model is that the Earth spins. I just told you. It
No,
spins.
you didn't show me anything.
I don't have to.
No, not even your face. Not even your face. She doesn't show.
I mean, they don't even know what a model is. They think a model is like a thing you can hold in your hands. That has to be that you can hold in your hands and prove shit with, like a desk globe. He doesn't understand what a model is. None of them do.
His face. So how can she show something? But the thing is, check it out. The way I see it, you have to see what's good, into people. Those people are like working hard. They're coming, they're fighting. It's respectable. I respect that. I have no problem, with people trying to fight me, even though, they might be, using fakery and lies. That's okay. That's the game. We understand that. The thing is that by using a simple logic, we see that actually they prove us right, because again.
By using logic proves that when we prove you wrong, we actually prove you right. Simple logic.
And they are the ones coming in.
Hey, not buying your BS.
trying to prove, they're so obsessed into trying to prove that the Earth is a globe. Why? If there are some people like crazy like us, like stupid or crazy, just leave it.
No, we debunk you. We prove that the Earth is a globe, so you might drop this stupid notion of flat Earth. That's what we do. And we try and get through to people watching in your chat, hoping to steer them away from flat Earth. That's why we do it.
Leave us alone. There are other crazy people in the world.
Oh, just leave us alone. Leave us alone. Let us be stupid. No, we're not going to leave you alone, asshole. If you want to be left alone, make your shit private.
Other stupid people you can take care of. Why being so obsessed with us? So the thing is that we understand all this. We know all this.
Because I hate liars. That's why I do it. I hate lying scumbags like you. I hate them with a passion. I expose liars.
And personally, I have no problem, except with people like insulting and everything. But people coming in just like, Brenda, and saying this and that. I have no problem. That's the game. I have no problem. I understand. I respect that. Especially when he talks like, nicely and everything. I have no problem. This is like McToon. I like to talk to McToon even though I don't agree with everything he said. I have no problem.
Hey, Brenda, show me how it works. Come on. What do you want me to do? Does it wobble like this? Huh?
But they don't.
How do you get circle patterns by this thing rotating? Show me how that works.
Right, because the Earth spins and the stars are relatively fixed.
Yeah.
At least compared to.
Well, they're going to rotate like this for this guy, right?
No, it doesn't do that above this guy's head, dumb shit. It doesn't.
Right, so because the stars don't move very much over in a single 24-hour period, and because the Earth spins, therefore it looks to you as though they are doing a circle because you are on the Earth. It's like if you were on a merry-go-round and you looked up, the trees above you would appear to spin, but the trees aren't spinning. The merry-go-round is spinning.
Exactly. The sky is spinning, not us.
But Brenda, just one thing. Everything you said, sounds logical and
it is logical.
Yeah, but for you, because we know that intelligence.
Something that's logical. It's not for me.
Hey, Dyslexia Jones, good to have you here.
It's for everybody.
Okay, no problem. I agree with you. Now the thing is that since wait, Mikey, wait. Since we are not as intelligent as you are, because we have problems understanding what's simple and logic.
Sam, I don't know what your intelligence. Sam, I don't know. Don't tell me I'm disrespecting you. I don't know what your intelligence is.
I'm not saying this.
I'm not saying that.
I know that you're not saying that. I am the one saying that. That means that if you explain something that's simple to people that do not accept it or do not understand it, maybe if...
Why are you so close to your fucking phone, asshole? You're wearing a headset.
You care so much into coming here all the time and explaining them things, maybe you should make a video showing your real face and explaining, with designs, but you don't do that.
Yes, I don't. Do you know? Because there's so many others that are doing a fantastic job. It feels to me like it's extra effort that isn't needed. I don't need to clutter up YouTube with my input when so many others are doing such a good job.
But you feel like you need to come here every time and to talk about it, right? This is important for you, but not as important as making videos. Okay, I understand. Now the logic turns.
Let me be clear. Okay. Your sort of flat Earth is sort of at the bottom of importance.
Good,
right?
go away then.
It's at the bottom.
Bye bye.
But other things are more important. But it's my choice.
Yes, but
I do it because it's funny as shit. Because I like laughing at dumb people.
We want to understand your choice. We want.
See, back in like the 60s and 70s, you could make fun of of mentally handicapped people. It was socially accepted, It's kind of sad, but it was. And now you can do it guilt-free.
I want to understand your choice because you're talking about logic, and it seems that your choices are deprived of logic because if you're so obsessed into coming here all the time and trying to prove us wrong, but on the other side you don't do nothing, to make it clear, and so this is just like we're looking at it.
I do things. I do things. I do things. I said do. I do things to make it clear that you're a fucking moron and you're a liar and a fraud, and your ideals of reality don't match reality.
Like if you just want to undermine us, you don't have nothing.
And I do it live, in real time.
To prove, and you cannot prove nothing. You understand? So this is where logic, comes into effect, and this is how we say things, which I believe we right. But anyways, we can discuss. But personally, I wouldn't be discussing too much, with people that don't want to understand, because what's the point? You can discuss with people that want to understand.
Oh, you're one of those that wants to understand. Is that why you deny every bit of evidence presented to you? Is that why? Does that make you that? Is that the definition of what you are? Someone who denies every bit of evidence presented? Okay. Does that make you a truth seeker?
And but flat Earth is very simple. Anybody wants to understand can understand. It's got all the means. You have internet. You have all kinds of videos, books. You have everything. To understand. That's just the way we did. When people told me that the Earth was flat, I was laughing. I said, "Are you kidding me?" But then I checked, and I did check, and I
Then you realize that you're a gullible piece of shit. That's what you are. You're a gullible dumb fuck. So, yeah.
found out by myself. I didn't need nobody to tell me, the Earth is flat. Check it out. I just checked, and it's very simple. So that's the way I feel. But again,
in other words, he watched a bunch of flat Earth videos. He was fucking quarantined because of COVID. Couldn't go anywhere. No shops were open, so he decided to watch the internet and watched a bunch of flat Earth videos and how the government's out to get you and they're hiding the shape of the Earth, and then the Earth is flat, right? That's what happened, right?
In that quest for the truth, I'm talking to Brenda again, even though she's not here. The thing is that, it goes way, way beyond, the shape of the Earth. You know that, I know that, we know that. And in that war for,
we'll let RG talk to him.
yeah, in that war for the truth, we're thinking about you too. That's all I
mean, this guy really likes to hear his own voice, doesn't he? He's just in love with his own voice.
want to tell you. Okay, hey, RG, RG the artist? What's going on? Change your logo there. What's the car?
Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah.
Long time. Yes.
Yeah, no, I took the car off, and then
Oh, already technical problems.
He's muted.
Yeah, you're muted.
RG. What does RG stand for? Rectum grabber.
Oh, can you hear me a little better now?
Yeah, much better. Yeah.
Brenda's hilarious.
Yeah, so I got rid of the car because
ruined gravy.
Me being in a wheelchair, it was just that old meme that I've had on there for so long.
Hey, RG,
the
can I
fast car.
Can I ask you a question, RG?
Kind of thing. Yeah, if you want to be rude, let me finish.
No, C3 or C4 break.
But I got a very deep idea about what's happening with the sun, moon.
I'm just curious about your disability, and I was just wondering because I used to work with disabled people. Is it C3 or C4?
No, I'm a C5-6. So
C5. Good.
Yeah,
good.
I have a little bit of use of my arm. So
that's great. That's great. I'm happy for you. You understand? I'm just trying to be nice to you. Okay, just chill, everybody. Just chill.
Okay. Well, the same show, but yeah, man. So what's the verdict on as far as the stars go and stuff? I'm curious, Mike.
The stars do not. I'll tell you what the verdict is. The stars do not move. The stars do not move in 24 hours very much. So the circles that we see are due to the Earth spinning on its axis.
Brenda, when I go out and record the stars, when Sam goes out and records the stars, I have to move my binoculars every 30 seconds because the stars are moving. You know that?
Right.
No, the Earth is moving.
No, bullshit. Bullshit. Prove it. I just did. I got it.
We can't prove it. We can't prove it.
Well,
another guy. You guys know about a guy named John Leonard at Walton.
We have proven it.
Prove it. Prove it. Brenda is the worst liar in the world. She would not make it 30 seconds in a courtroom whatsoever. When people lie in court, they go to jail.
It's not automatically, but the thing is that's again, Mikey. That's the game. That's the game. It's okay.
I don't like playing games, Sam. You're okay with it.
I know.
I don't. These guys are. I know. They're disgusting. Just absolutely disgusting.
But you can beat them at their own game. Also, that's also a way to.
But remaining calm is not beating them. Beating them is with science and provable science that they do not do for us.
But I tell you something. I'd rather disprove them than to prove myself. You know why? Because actually, those people are not interested.
I mean, that just reinforces what I've said before, that these people just think that nobody has ever done any science ever until they came along, and then they just automatically know that all the science is wrong that nobody's done, and they're right about everything. No scientist has ever measured anything or done experiments. No, nobody. There's no proof anywhere of anything. Jesus Christ, man.
Interested into proofs. They are just interested into disproving us. So this is why I'd rather, disprove them than to prove myself. To
Well,
show that
we
you know,
need to go live when you get back from holidays, man, because we are going to destroy.
yeah, we're gonna like I told you last time. I decided to make my own podcast. So hopefully next week on Sunday at 7 p.m. Jerusalem time, I'm gonna start the podcast so we'll be able to expose things clearly, and you know, it'll be nice. I think it's that
Yeah,
can work.
I finally started my podcast a few months back. You know, because I have some interesting stuff I'd like to put out there. I was going to ask you guys, you know, how like if there's a firmament, you know, and how the sun and moon move, it's almost like in a sine wave, kind of up and down, you know, and then, you know, through the tropics, you know, being the high point would be Cancer, the lowest point in the firmament would be Capricorn, right? So I'm thinking, if you guys don't mind me asking, like, you know, as the sun and moon move, you know, also the stars move in accordance with that. And I'm wondering if you guys think maybe the tilt is coming from the system moving up and down, and it causes what seems to be a 23.4 angle.
Yes, the tilt is responsible for the apparent sinusoidal path of the sun.
Well, I'm specifically talking about how the sun and moon travel in sine waves up and down.
Yeah, I just said that.
Rather than tilting.
Yeah, but Brenda, there's a problem. The moon, you didn't explain this before. The moon moves from the southern horizon to about 65 degrees within 2 weeks. So did the Earth tilt at that time again?
No, the moon is closer to us than the stars are.
So what? So how does it move from the southern horizon to my head?
Because the moon itself is its plane of orbit is tilted with respect to the Earth's equator.
No.
Dude, you should have learned this in grade school, man.
That's why.
Well, that's 20 degrees.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah,
Not a response.
do the damn research, woman.
The moon's ecliptic is tilted with respect to the Earth's
It goes from the
equatorial
southern
plane.
horizon to the north.
Yes, it's
in 2
tilted.
weeks.
It's tilted.
Oh my God.
The moon is tilted.
Show me a working model of that. Show me.
Just anything like solar.
The heliocentric model, dude. Everything we've been saying, that's part of the heliocentric model. We've given all this evidence that we're giving you is part of the model. All these little pieces.
Solarium or any other solar.
Well, that's just showing the moon going up and down. Not really the.
See, you ask for a model. She tells you what the model is, and you kick her off. What a fucking clown.
Earth itself tilted.
Yeah, but if the sun moves from the southern horizon to the north, 80 or what does it go to 70 degrees? The Earth is tilting. Okay, so what's happening with the moon doing that all the time then too? The same exact motion the moon does with the sun. Exactly.
But also the thing is that according to their model, if the Earth is spinning around the sun and then the moon around the Earth, at one point the moon should be accelerating because you cannot go by the Earth and then stay the same. Like it has to accelerate and then decelerate. And then
Yes, things accelerate and decelerate as part of an orbit. Yes, things do. And that's been measured. I mean, what the fuck, dude?
So this is so absurd. It is just to create civilizations of idiots because that's what they need. This is their field of.
Oh, okay. So science's job is to create idiots. That's what you're saying.
This is
DJ on here.
You understand? So that's to separate the people with common sense from the people that are completely deprived of common sense, or that have a common sense disorder and all kinds of disorders. This is what it is about. It's a war. It's a war against intelligence.
So instead of common sense, we use measurements and observation and science and experimentation, and that makes us bad because we don't use common sense.
It seems like Glovers are conflating the celestial equator with the physical down here equator. Like they're trying to conflate it as if the celestial sphere or celestial equator doesn't exist. And the easiest way for me to tell that is if someone went to the physical equator and recorded a 90-degree zenith straight up, and then you could, over time, you would be able to pretty much tell what's moving and what's not.
Well, I tell you something. I'm very simple. I don't need like 1,000 proofs. Again, to prove a fact. I need one proof or two. Let's say that the first one. That's all I need. The rest I don't care. As soon as I know that there is no curvature, that's enough. It is not a globe. Then you can bring in everything you want. I don't care. It's over. It cannot be a globe because the water don't curve and there is no curvature. And when you zoom in,
But we've photographed the Earth from space, motherfucker. It's pretty goddamn curved looking, and we've measured it. So. You just deny the obvious. You deny reality to feed your lie.
to a boat like that disappeared, supposedly behind the the curve, and then it appears again. That's a checkmate. It's over. Checkmate is checkmate. It's like you cannot just keep on playing. So for me that's over. Then you can they can bring anything they want. So that's for me at that point the game stops here. But that's me again. You can. But again, what I'm saying today is that it's a waste of time, kind of. For us, to discuss about flat Earth with Globers, because again we know that the Earth is flat. How long are we going to talk about it? Like 100 years? So we have.
How about proving it, motherfucker? How about proving the Earth is flat? Measure it. Give us a map that you can navigate by that makes sense, that's flat. Do that. Give us a model you can predict eclipses with. How about that? Instead of saying, oh, it's just obvious that the Earth is flat, so we don't have to do anything. Fuck you. You have the burden of proof, motherfucker. Back it up.
What's next? The thing is that what next? So it's good to keep on discussing about flat Earth in order to recruit new people. It's good to have podcasts going on about flat Earth and how it works and everything, so people that do not know flat Earth can be.
See, this is how a cult works. This is how cults work. That's how they operate. Same type of recruitment. Don't have to back up anything they claim. It's just, the master. He makes everything happen. So, and everything you've been taught to be true is a lie. But I know the truth. That's how cult indoctrination works.
Be interested into it and join in. So I agree that it has to keep on going. But I believe that among our priorities today,
hey Lindsay,
it should be to think about what's next. And since we know a little bit what's going on, so what are we going to do about this? What are we going to do about all this? Like nothing. We know that we're being lied to, so we don't do nothing. We know that the Earth is flat, we don't do nothing. So the thing is that knowledge comes with a responsibility, and that's my agenda. This is what I say all the time. So at one point we're going to have to get organized and take back our world. And this is sooner or later it's going to have to be done, by us, by the next generation. But
show some proof of flat Earth. It's the first thing you got to do, man. Can't just say it is. You have to prove it.
At one point it's going to have to be done. So this is that's a fact.
I was curious. Have you guys ever heard the theory about? Well, it's not really. It's kind of my theory, but have you guys ever thought like this, that the moon, as it travels, it's around, and how it has all these little pothole-looking things. That we know they're not craters, but it's some kind of little circles.
It looks like craters. It looks like craters. Yeah.
Almost like being a plasma. Like if it's a light itself projecting through the surface, that all the stars could be just those spots on like what people call the celestial sphere or the plasma sphere, and we're kind of inside of that system where, as the moon moves around, it just projects the stars out. Have you guys ever heard of that?
That's the dumbest thing I've heard today.
That could be a nice theory, but the thing is that since I've been filming the stars, I cannot say that, because it is clear that the stars, according to what we see, have a structure, and they have energy flowing through them, or creating it, or flowing through them. There's a lot of electrical phenomenon around the stars. So this we know already. That makes them like real concrete.
No, this we don't know already. So that's another thing a liar will say all the time. Oh, well, this we know. We already know this. We already know this, that that there are no cat videos on YouTube. There's no cat videos on YouTube. We know this. Never broke Colt. What? Nope. I don't know what that is.
And solid, and it cannot make them as projections. They're not projections. Now that we see that, but before that, I could agree. Yeah, that's a good idea. But we have footage now that's very hard to debunk.
No, what your videos of an out of focus binocular lens. See, what you've done is you've focused on the eyepiece of your binoculars after you've either focused or not focused them on a star, and you're getting like diffraction and shit. You're getting artifacts because of that. You aren't focusing on the image that you're seeing through the binoculars. You're focused on the out of focus surface of the glass of the eyepiece. That's what you've done, and that's why you get this bullshit.
Chat, and you guys just kind of look at it if you feel with it. Like, is that cool? Okay, I'm gonna drop a couple links for you.
And drop whatever you need to do there. Yep.
Okay, thank you, man. Yep, I'll be right back.
A lot of people are asking me why I'm picking people out, because the thing is, I bring globies in for them to explain and show me how their globe works, their star trails.
And then you kick them out when they try. That's what you're doing, Mikey. You're a coward.
And they don't do it. I'm showing the physical model right here on 3 different points of the globe, on different access points. You need to show me how the star trails work. Nobody.
We've shown you, Mikey. We've shown you. I'm going to go live. I got to pee again.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, man, I'm gonna mute up for one more second. That way I'm not loud in the background here, and I'll be right back.
Yeah, sounds good.
Appreciate the hospitality too, man. You guys got a chill channel over here. So.
Venus.
Looks like a chromatic aberration.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those you can see all over the internet, you know.
Yeah, DJ New Moon said he's going to come on in a few minutes.
I have a echo. Can you hear echo somewhere? Oh, okay, now it's gone.
Oh, I'll have to see what's.
Mikey, do you have like YouTube on the other side? Because
no, that's not me. That's the could be RG maybe.
Okay.
No, he's
no,
muted.
RG is muted. Yeah. So let me see if it's me. I don't think.
Oh, yeah, it is you. Yeah. Because I think you got a TV going on or something back in the background.
Okay, now better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had YouTube on.
Yeah. So you just chilling, just relaxing. It's nice to get a break.
Still.
So I dropped it there. It's available now for anyone that wants to check it out. Are you able to play it, Mikey?
Well, like I said, my internet's quite slow. So once I start putting too much on, it starts buffering. Yeah. Yeah, it's all you, Sam. Yeah. I don't know what's going on there, but I'll try. What's I can show.
It's my Bluetooth. I'm going to take it off.
There you go. Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. It's not allowing me to click on it. Like it's not an actual link. It's just Oh, maybe it's. Oh yeah. Well, it's just wait. It's on the chat there. Why can't I click on that?
Oh, I might be able to share it.
Yeah, you can share it if you want. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that might work better.
Well, that's the backstage. You think I know how to use this thing? I'm on a tablet, so might not give me that option. Comment settings, settings. Audio, camera. No, don't really give me that option.
Evidently, it needs to be charged.
Wait, now, yeah, everyone's a flat earther. It's true. Oh, have you guys looked at it's a documentary by a guy named Captain Gunn 82, and he's wanting to put together an expedition. He's got his own like I guess 40, he said a 40-foot boat, and I mean, according to him, he's seen some things that maybe not all of us have had the privilege of seeing.
Yeah, out in the water. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's kind of wanting to go out. And what do you guys think about the that World War II German map? You know, that kind of resembles the moon map if you overlay them, where they went. What's that?
Yeah, no, go ahead. Yeah.
Yep. So there's a section, Vibes of Cosmos. He calls it Terra Vista 2, and this is kind of the area where they went. The Nazis went and founded New Schwabenland during or after World War II, and this is kind of why Admiral Byrd and them wanted to go over and see what was going on, you know, what they found, and that's supposedly part of the realm where, after the little ice age, you know, you know, the Urbano Monte map, it has some spots that looks like huge swaths of land, which is now, since the sea levels rose, now is like Australia, Antarctica, stuff like that. Oh, that's a cool poster. The stars here, that's pretty cool. But anyway, I think the reason is he's wanting to go on these expeditions is kind of maybe takes a few people over and see what, you know, what maybe he's seen that we haven't. I don't know. It seems interesting. And you know, we've all talked about, you know, if we had access to ships, you know, who would really want to go and find out what's really in these parts of the land. And I'm like, shit, if I wasn't in a wheelchair, I'd definitely volunteer. I'd love to go somewhere like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So where have you been most recently, Mikey?
Yeah, nowhere. I've been kind of laying low for the last couple months. It's kind of shitty weather, and I'm getting some work done on my car hopefully soon, because deer hit me last February, and I'm still haven't fixed it yet. So I'm still trying to fix that, and I need new tires and a few things before I start doing things again.
Yeah, safety first.
Yeah.
Trip one time in my van, dude. It was late night. And we were coming back home from, I don't know, it was a while back. Maybe I was drinking or something. But my nephew was driving my van, right? And we're coming down this steep ass hill, and at the bottom in the ravine, there's like a bridge you cross over, a little short bridge. Oh, dude, I don't know how we didn't hit these deer, but we were flying, doing at least 40 or 50 miles an hour, and I look over to the left, and there's like 3 deer coming our way.
Oh,
my nephew slammed on the brakes, and one went in front of us, one bumped the side of us, and the other one went behind us. So we almost knocked 3 down.
Wow.
Yeah. So I always say the deer hit me and I didn't hit the deer. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Yeah. So check out that video when you get a chance, man. It might spark some ideas in you that maybe. Yeah, that's kind of how my mind works. I'll watch a bunch of things and then merge 2 of them together or 3 of them together, come up with new ideas.
So low.
That's fire, dude. Who did your decals?
Somebody here in town. Yeah, the one on the hood is a sticker decal, and then the one on the door is a magnet.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, those are really neat.
I have all 4 doors, but at this moment in time was just the 2 rear doors, but I have 4 stickers, 4 magnets for the car. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you get a lot of red light action when you stop at red lights? People like, hey,
yeah, red lights, and yeah, people are always taking pictures.
Hey, he gets a little action.
Pictures and videos of my car.
Hey, Karen. Hey, Crypto Mike. Hey, Calder.
And me, and it's
a unique way of getting the word out there, man. Pretty cool.
Oh, I know. Sam probably wants to. Does he want the link? Looks like Sam left.
Yeah, I don't know how to on a tablet. How would I pull that up? Because I only have audio, then the camera, then the backstage options. I don't really have any other.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. Yeah.
Unless I just play it and share it. Let's see what I figure out here.
There's an app I can use to design labels and send them to the label maker. The ad said it's supposed to come with fucking heat shrink labels, but it didn't.
Sam went to go hide.
Yeah, I don't know what I touched.
So I gotta order some.
I'm back.
Trying to see if I could play it on this end. I don't think that's showing.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't even know how to do that with a tablet or iPad or anything like that.
What are you talking about? What is it?
Well, he wants to share something, but I think you can only do that on a computer, eh? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just computer.
Well, you can share it on computers.
I'll be here in a second, guys.
Yeah, I'm destined to record that damn thing at some point. I don't know. I tried with my P1000.
Hey, Real Arnold.
And my sun filter, but solar filter, and I couldn't find the moon. It's not by the sun, that's for sure. So, and if it was a decent rock that's not illuminated.
So he used the solar filter so he could see the sun, so he could see the moon better. And he didn't see the moon. Gotcha.
We should see it all the time. We should see a big round rock floating in the sky. But we do not see that happening with a new moon anywhere on this earth.
And that's just how dumb he is.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You guys talk. I'm done.
Well, I just have a question about the globe model. Okay, they're saying that the moon is a rock and it's in space. Okay, but it's actually close, according to their model. It's close to the Earth. So how come it isn't being pulled to the Earth with the gravity? Because the Earth is a much
Because it's an orbit, dipshit.
bigger object than the moon.
You don't know how orbits work? Of course you don't.
Yeah.
So it's true at one point, like bring it
Well,
close. So what keeps
all
it?
the meteorites into Earth, supposedly.
All right, on
Even though
Ender.
the meteorites come from the firmament, and I can prove that easily.
Mhm.
Yeah, and so yeah, I don't know what they're talking about. It's just all nonsense.
And number one, no, you can't prove that meteorites come from the firmament. They come from space.
And it's far. To what was that? 300,000 kilometers or something? 240,000 miles is not close, according to me. That's pretty damn far because the stars,
Big numbers, scary.
according to me, are like only 70, 75 miles away.
Well, I tell you something. Now that I've been, shooting the stars at night, I can also confirm that the stars cannot be very far because when I look at them, with my naked eye.
What happened? Oh, there we go. So yeah, he talked to Red's Rhetoric and Astronomy Live, and he's still lying about it. He's just sad, just a pathetic fucking liar.
I can almost detect, the color and even the shape. So when I zoom with the 40 times binoculars, I shouldn't even coupled with a phone, I shouldn't be able to see them that clearly if they were so far away. It's like, okay, let's say if I had to see, 500 miles away from here, from where I am, also the same thing. I wouldn't be able to see what I see. If the object was so far away. So I'm obliged to confirm that stars are close. I don't know how many miles, but they're close. They're not far at all. And that ceiling that we call dome, we call firmament, is also it's not that far away. That means
it's clear that the stars that are like glued to it are like close. That's 100%, and you can realize that when you film them, it's very obvious.
Oh, it's very obvious. Yeah. Okay. So says you. Okay, that's your opinion. That it's very obvious. What the fuck are you talking about? Because you took shitty photographs, and that makes it obvious. Fuck off. You fucking lying sack of shit.
They I would advise people to go on YouTube. They have something called zoom tests. Max zoom on these. I think the one I watch or the few I watched were Nikons. But so what they'll do is they'll pinpoint an object like let's just say a mountain or something, or a house. And what they'll do is they'll drive from that point. They just take off, go away from it as far as they can. And then according to the cameras, the max zoom may be, 80x or something like that. So if you back up from an object 80 miles, right? Or I think the optical zoom it depends on the eye, right? Ain't that what they base it off of? The optical zoom max is.
Yeah, it's 125 in the P1000. Yeah.
Right. So if your eye can only see 3 miles before it merges into what they call horizon, 3 miles. So then you back up, 50 miles. The max you would be able to see with the camera if it's, say 50x or say 50x, and you back away from it, right? Then the max you'll be able to see that object would be 150 miles. So 3 miles what your eye can see times 50 what the camera sees. So 150 miles would be the max.
That's not how cameras work, dude.
So then you take that into your perspective looking up at a star, right? And say you're 90 degrees zenith when you measure up to it. You're straight under it, right? And then you back up X amount of miles and you zoom in. I mean, you just got to add it up and do the math. But yeah, none of the stars I would think could be further than like even the little beady ones, like way back would be max like 200 miles or something.
The thing is that now that we know about the shape of the stars, we can realize, that they are close. Because before that, when we used to believe that, stars are just like, ball of light there, so you could not measure the distance because you don't know what we're looking at. You can say, oh, that big spot of light there is like, 5 billion years away. It's possible because we have no shape. When I look at a house, I know what a house looks like. So if I see it tiny, if I see, I know what I'm looking at. But if it's just like a glow of light, like light, I cannot define, the distance because it's just light. There's no structure. There's no solid structure that I can identify by its size. You understand? So the thing is that now that we have a better idea about the shape of the Earth, we can say that, and therefore I believe that one of the reasons why they lie about the stars being like big blood spots of light like this is to keep people from evaluating the distance.
Yeah.
To keep them believing that that star that you see there, it's very far away, and you cannot double check it because all you see is light. You're blind.
Yeah, and we all know we know that everything.
This guy is completely full of fucking shit. Completely full of shit.
Everything comes to a point eventually anyway because of perspective,
Oh, of course. It's just like in a book, there are ancient books that if you read them literally, you don't understand them. You have to read them sideways because it's also like a perspective effect. There is also like allegories, images, things written in between the lines. It's the same principle. Same thing on Earth. You have to, know how to see things, Don't trust your eyes.
Yeah, they try to teach us not to trust our senses, and that's where we start. In the young mind, only trust the authority, quote unquote.
You mentioning it. But again, when you say he's building is making his own telescope, according to what we
I mean, you can tell he's shot this through a glass, through a window. He shot this through a window.
understand, but telescopes, it just amplifies the light. So therefore, you're not capable to see shapes.
I can't watch any more of this. I can't. It's nah, not gonna happen. Just can't. It's just so fucking dishonest. And we got to see what they do to people that they invite on. Come on and give me some proof. And then when you start to do it, he kicks you off, calls you a liar. So that's all we need to know from Mikey. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. Have a good Sunday.